Howdy. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I think there's something funny in the air today. Me and Poppy, I think something's weird's going on.
No, it's just you.
It's not just me.
You're mental.
It's not just me, love. There's definitely something weird in the air, innit? You alright, Raquel? Dilshan, hey. Afif. Hello from Atlanta. Multimedia designer and VFX artist here. Awesome.
Ooh.
Hopefully you enjoy the stream and don't think it's terrible. Right. Let's get some tunes on the go. Yeah, today we're going to be doing some social media graphics because I've got something I would like to promote, which is actually free, and so I should probably get the link ready now and post it for you, lovely lot. If I can find it. Oh my goodness, I got so many links. There we go. Yeah, so this is called 30 Days of Design Gold. Essentially, it's completely free. You go there, pop your email in, and every day for the next 30 days, I'll send you 2 decades worth of experience in the form of short, bite-sized tips and actionable steps.
Oh, you're so old. 2 decades.
Quiet down over there, you. I'll time you out in real life. Hey, Marlon. Nick, good to see you, my friend. What was I saying? You derailed me.
Look,
I was on I was on a flow then.
I'm putting up a baby picture.
No, leave me alone. This is elder abuse. What was I? I totally forgot what I was saying. 30 days. Yeah. No, God, I was on such a roll then. I was on fire. If I was in the office, that would have been one take and just boom, done. Hey, Akraf from Tunisia. Simon Ghost Riley. Oh, excellent name. I'm very good, my friend. I've got the Modern Warfare theme in my head now. Oh. Nice, Dilshan. Hey, Vihanga. Yes, as I was saying before I was completely derailed, it's essentially one email per day with tips, actionable steps, nothing too long, just some really practical stuff that's hopefully helpful. So it might be like some Illustrator tips, some Photoshop tips, design in general, clients, tools that are useful, free downloads, cheat sheets, that kind of stuff. Benjamin! Hello, my friend. Oh, how's it going since the last 30 minutes when we last spoke? Hey, Ben! Oh my goodness, I've not seen you for a while, sir. Dan, that beard is way past daddy and verging on zaddy. I don't know what zaddy is. Do you know what zaddy is?
No idea.
Ben, zaddy, what on earth is that? Is it good?
Daddy.
Pops, you couldn't open the back door, could you?
Mm-hmm.
Please, I'm a melting. Dansky, how are you down to work on a collaboration video? Probably not for a long time because I'm really busy and I'm going to be doing courses for the next 2 months. So I'd love to say yes, but it's ridiculous. Yeah. Speaking of courses,
Hey.
Poppy.
Okay.
We've got 2 new ones coming out, which is, yeah, like I say, going to keep me very, very busy. But it's also very exciting because it's going to be teaching the best of what I can teach in Photoshop and Illustrator. That definitely means hot, zaddy vibes. Okay, I'll take that. I'm a zaddy. I don't know. I still don't understand the logic. Zed, daddy, dad. No. Want to avoid the dad bod. Well, I would like to see an ab one day. I know they're there. I'll take one. One ab would just do me fine. Figma tutorials. Ooh. I don't know about tutorials. We could do a stream on Figma. The problem I have with the channel is I think I tried to teach too many things and I confused my audience and the algorithm massively. So now I kind of try and stick to Photoshop and Illustrator most of the time. Maybe a bit of After Effects if I'm feeling cheeky. But with the streams, I do take a few more liberties. So I've said before, we could do some Affinity stuff. We could do Figma on a stream and just do like dedicate a whole 2 hours to diving into Figma. Yeah, grind always pays off. I hope so. I really hope so. A Dansky app sometimes. Okay, so with the course platform there is actually the option to have your own branded app. The only problem is it's ridiculously expensive per month. So maybe at some point, but at the moment I can't justify it. I just can't justify the cost. I already opted to pay with the course platform I use. I'm paying 50% more of the subscription cost just so I can go into the actual course lessons and customize that template rather than just like the white background and the default kind of template, which is fine. I just wanted that consistency end to end. So essentially I'm paying probably about 100, it's either pounds or dollars a month extra just so I can change the colors of the UI and round off the corners. That's how important that kind of stuff is to me, the detail, because then the whole thing just feels cohesive. Hello Dansky. Hello Art Graphic. What are you laughing at?
You're sassy today.
I am feeling sassy. And there's nothing you can do about it over there on the dining table. Do you ever do streams in Photoshop? Yeah, I will stream anything. I know that makes me sound like a complete whore, but I will stream anything. Like, we could do anything. I usually gravitate to Illustrator because I think that's probably more what I'm known for. So, oh, ding ding. Where is my ding thing? There we go. Hey, I don't know what that was for. Have you tried any Adobe alternatives? Yes. Figma, very, very good. Affinity Designer, Photo, the whole Affinity suite is very good as well. It's obviously it's a bit unique for me because like I teach the Adobe stuff. So if I wasn't teaching Adobe and creating content with After Effects and Premiere and just doing client work, I probably would be using Affinity because it does most of the stuff now. Yes, please do a stream on Figma. Okay, cool. I have one question. How do we export an animation from Figma so that we can showcase our clients? That is a very good question. Cooking stream coming up, we'll see. Export an animation, my goodness. I've not done a lot of animation stuff in Figma, like prototyping and that. So I would have to go and refresh my memory. So you probably get a quicker answer on YouTube, to be honest. Right, for this, I've got to do... To promote the the 30 days of Design Gold, essentially 2 decades worth of tips, I need to do some social graphics. I can hear a child. I hear a child. Be gone.
It's so creepy as well.
So I need to do some graphics. I'm going to try and run some ads. I'm going to do some ads on Facebook and try and promote the 30 days. The feedback I've had on it from everyone doing it is amazing. It's been so good. And I think out of like, it's probably going on 400 people, only 1 or 2 people have unsubscribed to the mailing list. So that's pretty good, because before I started it, I was like, is this going to be too much? 1 email a day? But every day I'm getting emails in response to the tips saying, hey, this is great, thank you, which is really encouraging. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should promote this a bit more and just try and push it out there and see if this like resonates with more people. So that's what we're going to do. But we need a nice graphic for the old Facebook and Insta. So this is my brand font that I love to use. Bebas Nui, however you say it, I can never remember. Pro. And this font's, it's been around, hasn't it? There's quite a few versions of this. There we go. I was thinking, why isn't my italic working? Okay, so that's kind of my display font, and then down here we've got my just body text really. So I'm using Inter. I keep flip-flopping between Inter and Satoshi. I'm terrible. I need to pick one. Richard, hi Dan. I've been doing some Google mobile ad designs today, usually mainly work in print, but the quality of even simple logos looks terrible at the smaller sizes, such as 320 by 50. Oh my goodness, that's very low. Google mobile ad design today, usually meaning work in print. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I think it depends what screen you're viewing the ads on as well. 320 by 50 pixels is very, very small. So if you're viewing that on like I don't know, like a MacBook Pro Retina screen, for example, that has like a higher pixel density, yeah, it's going to look pretty awful. Could you try exporting those at 320 by 50 at 144 dpi? So double that 72 dpi resolution. Or create, yeah, set the resolution, I think, at the beginning. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Art Graphic. Yeah, Affinity Designer is really good. We can do that. We can do that. It's good for me as well to kind of jump into it, and it's like if I don't use it for a long time, you forget things. So it's good to kind of jump in and give yourself a refresher. Hey, Jimmy, just jumping in to say hi quickly. Hope you're good. I'm hoping to have more time next week to finally tune in. Awesome. We're doing these a bit more regularly at the moment. We're trialing it to see if I can cope streaming most days in the week. So far, I'm still functioning. So just about. We'll see how that goes. And Joshua, I'm obsessed with Inter at the moment. I used Inter like a lot, and then my website template was Satoshi, and I love that as well. And I need to pick one really, but they're very similar, and I just love them both. So, Dansky, do you stop sending emails after 30 days? No. So unless you unsubscribe, you'll be on my mailing list then. So any kind of
you will be mine.
You will be mine. Your soul is mine. No, let's all calm down. Yeah, no. What I do is I will send out periodic emails. I've got other like just random things that pop into my head, like, oh yeah, I think this would be really interesting, or this would help people, or this free download, or whatever, and I can just send them out to everyone on my mailing list. Or it might be an offer for a course, or just anything. Unless you opt out of being on that mailing list, then you would receive other things as well that might be useful. So yeah, Affinity's got a 6-month trial, which is pretty damn generous. We'll be trying some VFX stuff in the future. Well, like After Effects. I do enjoy some VFX stuff. I wouldn't say I'm a pro at it at all by any means. But the stuff that I have done in After Effects, what you could call VFX, I do try to do it as professionally as I can. It just takes me a lot longer because I'm not used to... I don't do like animation all the time, you know? So it probably takes me a bit longer. I've got no idea about a script for logo generator. There is something called the logo package that I think is very good, but that's not really for generating grids. I think that's more for exporting. Was it Blender you did the gingerbread business card in? Was that Blender? Yes, that was Blender. Oh my goodness, that was so stupidly easy to make. Honestly, if I did try to show people on we do a monthly catch-up for course members at the end of every month. In fact, we've got ours on Friday. So if you are a course member, we will be doing that. So I'll send out an email shortly with details and times. That'll be fun. I did try to demo it on that, but my laptop just wasn't liking it at the same time. So I think I'd need to use the beefy PC to kind of showcase that. But yeah, Blender is a lot of fun. Just you only need to know a little bit of Blender to be able to do quite a lot of stuff. And like mocking up the business card design as a 3D model is great because you can add cameras, lighting, you can spin it round, you can animate it, or you can quite literally make 1,000 business cards and just have them falling, like add physics to them and have them just falling in all over the place everywhere, which is exactly what I did. It's good fun. I'll see if I can find it actually. Hang on. just to show people what I'm waffling on about. Waff, 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 waff. Here we go. I flipping love this. Business cards everywhere. Oh yeah. It took a while to get the physics right of the business card, so the density and then setting the gravity and stuff. But it came together quite well. It's good fun. Oh, brilliant. Right, okay, so I've got to figure out what I'm going to call this. So I could call it not that. That's not anything to do with it. So I was going to call it 30 Days of Design Gold. But then I don't know. I was toying with, because I've essentially kind of my pitch is I've been doing this design thing for like 2 decades, which I think does sound quite impressive. So it's kind of like, okay, what's gonna encourage someone to sign up more? Kind of making the statement that, hey, I've got 2 decades worth of experience. And this is the kind of stuff that I would, if I could only teach a small amount of stuff, this is what I would put into 30 emails. It's like it is like the gold of what I've learned, you know, rather than the bronze and the silver. So there is that, and we could do something really nice, do like a nice type lock up there. But then I don't know whether, let's do another one. How would I word that? Oh no, you've not posted that picture. Flipping hate you. I hate. Right, whatever you do, don't go on Instagram and do not look at my Instagram profile. Oh, this isn't fair. This is not fair. This is abuse. Is that on yours or mine?
On yours.
There's a lot of people that actually follow you now, though. So even if you post it on your one,
Yeah.
no.
Follow Popinda.
What did Poppy do now? Hey, Moosh. Oh, just no. Oh. Goodness sake. I mean, you could give us a follow while you're over there as well. That'd be a good way to promote my Instagram, wouldn't it? Go look at my baby pictures. Goodness me. It wouldn't be. It's not worth the trade. It's not worth it. Right. How could I make this? How could I say this differently? So I'm going to just try and figure out a few different ways. 2 decades. Okay. Well, having the number 2 is quite a small number. So 2 decades written like that doesn't really look that impressive. So maybe writing it as the word 2 is better. Or instead, 20 years. That probably looks the most impressive because 20 is a bigger number than 2. So there is a bit of psychology playing into that. 20 years of... How do I... 20 plus years. Oh, there we go. Now you're just showing off now. Yeah. See, I've already used up a lot of words there. 20 years of design experience in 30 days. 20 years, 30 days. $20 years. That doesn't make sense on its own. 20 decades. Yeah, let's just make it up. 20 centuries. I think unless I were to have this as kind of a bit more of like a headline hook, 20 years, 30 days. Oh, what's that? And then some text explaining what the heck that is. 20 years in 30 days. That could be intriguing. 20 years. Learn 20... What do you think? Right, we've got 30 days of design gold. or 20 years in 30 days? I feel like this one more accurately describes what the thing actually is. Billions of seconds. How 20 years? What is that in? I'm guessing you've done the calculation. Oh my god, it's back again. Sort him out, Pops.
Come on, you.
The second. Oh, so you think the second first? All right. I know it. I know it's kind of contextless at the minute, but let's do a poll. Start a poll. Which is more intriguing? Can I spell intriguing correctly? 1 or 2? Alright, the second one. 30 days of design gold. 20 years of design in 30 days. That's good and not too wordy. I could probably work that. 20 years of design gold? Or is that like I'm gonna 20 years of emails? I like the second. 20 years of design in 30 days. That would break quite nicely as well. Moosh is full of good ideas, you know. Okay, number 2. All right, just while people are voting on that, let's make an in-between option. 20. What was it? 20 years of. Oh, I've got the memory of a sieve of design in 30 days. I think that is perfect. That is perfect. Moosh, have a ding dong. Because that quite literally ticks both boxes. So, yeah. Right. 69, version 2 anyway. Okay, yeah, we're going to go with that. Boom. There we go. Very good. Okay, so we got that. We're going to try and do something interesting with the text. I love doing this. There was a reason, actually, why I separated those, and I've kind of buggered it up. So what I would typically do with this, I really like trying to interlock text in an interesting way, and obviously none of this is pre-planned, so this is kind of, you're going to see how I would actually approach this in real life. So let's get some music on. 2 decades and 2 fortnights. Right. I want to pull out the 20, so I'm going to bump that up and make the more important words and letters stand out and make the less important ones a bit more shrinky-dinky. So let's kind of see if we can throw this together. Obviously we're reading from left to right as well, so we don't want to start doing anything stupid like putting this up here. So 20 years of InDesign, you know. I still see that happen. I kind of want there to be a little bit of, not symmetry, but I guess parity between the sizing. So if the 20 is big, the 30 to be big as well, maybe. It gets harder doing this with a lot more words. Could we stick you in there? Do a few different versions. I'll try one that kind of has design as a bit more of a centerpiece. That's why we're all here. In 30 days. Kind of got like a left-right thing going on here. A bit of asymmetrical design in play. Which symmetrical versus asymmetrical design is something we're going to cover in the upcoming Illustrator masterclass. So a little bit more practical application of design tools and techniques in that masterclass. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, so we've got the kind of left to right thing going on here to balance it out. Bit more traditional symmetry here, even though it's not with the italics, but that's fine. I mean, I suppose if you do this, it's kind of symmetrical. That's your line. I like that 20 days in 2 fortnights. Really? Is the word fortnight universally known around the world? That's a stupid question, possibly. Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking in other countries where English may not be the native language. What is it easier to say 30 days or 2 fortnights? Plus, fortnights is quite a lot longer in terms of words, whereas this kind of sits very nicely. I was watching a video from someone the other day, and they said when you're doing like marketing communications, like things where people would only look at it for literally a few seconds and then boom, they've scrolled on, you've lost them. They said communicate as if they're 5. Like, so the people that you're marketing to, and they're going to be scrolling very, very quickly, communicate in a very kind of, I think the idea is like a very simple language, simple words, you know? Exactly, Raquel. Yeah, it does. Fortnight does get a little bit harder to work into this. Too fast, too furious. Yeah, this one. Yeah, there's definitely potential with this. I think I want that like third size in there though. So the 20 and the 30 at the minute is just a bit big. So I want design to really stand out. I should probably just make that bigger. And I like, with this particular font, I'm personally a fan of the leading. That's the spacing between the lines being nice and tight. Or that could be quite. We're gonna need more upboard space, aren't we? Let's go really small. Quite a few of these. This is how I would normally do this as well. Just play around, try and interlink this in a few different ways. Right, so we're gonna go keep the bottom line simple, so it doesn't get too visually overstimulating. But we can still pull out the 20 in the word design. There we go. Let's align it. This is a bit of a weird one, actually, this font. So kind of your traditional alignment might be something like this. But because we've got the italics, it doesn't actually look central with the lettering. So you could keep it like that. It's because the N is slanted, but we could move it over so it sits centrally but on an angle. So yeah, having centrally aligned text that is italicized can look a bit weird. I had this happen earlier with some social posts. So this is cool. I like this. It's not too visually overstimulating. Could I do 2 fonts instead of 3? Is that still going to work? And could I line that up there? We get that nice Oh, look at that. Look at that. Boom. Nice bit of flow there. From the 2 into the D. We could even go with a left alignment as well. Oh, look at that. The eye. Oh, it lines up beautifully. I don't know about the left align though. I'm not sure. I'm a central kind of guy. This new Linkin Park album, Pops, is pretty good. It's alright.
Oh, I need to give it a listen.
Yeah, there's a few songs in there that are a bit more pop-tastic. Not poppy, but like, do you know what I mean? Not my cup of tea, but there's some that really capture like the old kind of Hybrid Theory, Meteora kind of sound.
I don't like it when they scream.
Oh, I love the screaming.
Stop screaming at me.
Dan! Phil! You alright, mate? How you doing? You alright, mate? That was a bit Somerset, wasn't it? Oh, where's Rianne to appreciate that? Yeah, when I said Fortnite a minute ago, Moosh, I was thinking of the game for a second. Hey, graphics guy, I hear the word Fortnite, I think of the video game. Yeah. It's just that popular now. 20 years of design in 1 month. Yeah, that could work as well. I feel like the reason I would probably stick with days is because you've got a little bit of alliteration there. So that's where you've got design and days. You might have amazing apple, that bastard banana, that creamy cupcake. So both words start with the same letter, which can sound quite nice and it can flow, roll off the tongue quite nicely as well. So design in 30 days kind of flows quite nicely. So I'm kind of drilling down to how it's going to be perceived to the surprise of no one, very granular level. I feel like this is going to look too boring. If I do that, yeah, that's just a bit rubbish. That's not really... Yeah, and in here you can see, like, when you're pulling out certain words or a certain part of your lockup, you know, here you can see I'm pulling out the wrong thing. I don't really want to shout about design. I want to shout about the fact that I've been doing this for 20 years. You know, I know my stuff. That's the kind of real selling point here. So in saying that, I think this is going to be... I feel like it's going to be a 3-liner. This could work on a website because you want a bit more space, a bit more horizontal space, but because this is actually the dimensions of the social graphic that I'm doing, so it's 1080 wide, 1350 high. So if I kind of chuck these to one side, this is where we started. Pretty boring. This is going to look a lot more visually interesting. Any thoughts on that? Recommendations? What do you reckon? What do you think, Poppy? Come on, tell us your thoughts.
For me?
Yeah, you. You over there. Sharing the baby photos.
20 years of design in 30 days. 20 years of design in 30 days. Yeah, they look delicious. I like them.
The leading between 20 years is throwing me... 20 in years is throwing me off. Yeah, that could be a bit of a weird one because you've got this part of the Y that's closer and this part that's further away. So I probably would maybe just push it a bit further. That's the kind of thing that you would need to optically align. And with this font in particular as well, if I can get certain elements to... This is the font I use for my thumbnails as well. So depending on what words I'm using on the thumbnail can determine how much of a pain in the arse it is to do. But you can see here, if I get a little bit of that, I'm a happy bunny. Things lining up. Ooh. There we go, Dan. Come on. Attention to detail, son. The only thing I'm thinking is I feel like it's a bit top heavy now. I feel like that 20 is actually too large. So I might actually bring that down. But something else we haven't even touched on yet is font weight. And I don't normally vary the weight of this, but I feel like I should. There we go. We've got the F lines up there. That's kind of nice. So we'll try font weight just to kind of see how it looks. So we got. I think what would I do? Maybe make these a slightly lighter weight. Keep the italics. Ooh, hello. And we haven't even got to colour yet. We haven't even got to colour. 20 years of design. Hmm. $20 design, 30 could be the same weight. Yeah, didn't I have one of those? Ah, yes, over here. I discarded it. Maybe I was a bit hasty. Okay. Scale them down. This is going to be fun to go right back to the beginning and see kind of how this has progressed. Okay. Oh no. I missed a bit then. Right. Got this one. This one. I do like that variation in font weight, I've got to be honest. Although I wonder if it's going to work better here. Possibly. And I like the fact it's not too fontastic, you know. That's probably the thing that I see, not just designers, but people who aren't designers doing their own graphics for their business or whatever it is. The thing people get carried away with is fonts. It's just like, stop it. Just stop it. If people who don't have any design experience, who can just use Photoshop, obviously that's not going to make you a designer, but there are some people who are at least semi-competent in doing that. But as soon as they get to fonts, they start picking, and they just pick fonts that they go, oh yeah, I like that. That looks pretty good. I don't know what accent that was. Doesn't matter. And we'll just move on from that. They pick those fonts because they like them, and just unfortunately, without any kind of experience with typography, picking a font you like is a recipe for disaster, because just because you like it doesn't mean someone else is going to like it. And that's where I see designers and non-designers kind of fall down. Is I'm looking at these poor font choices, and I'm thinking you could have just used Arial and we could make that look better, you know. Hi bud, I'm good, thanks. Terrible Somerset accent, needs work. Remind me, are you Somerset, Phil? I can't remember. Alright, me lover, how's that? Okay. Here, you fancy going for a pint of cider there? A bit better?
Your beard is getting so floofy.
Floofy? Who wrote the word floofy?
Floofy.
It is getting a bit floofy, isn't it? It's kind of like going out at the sides. Although, to be fair, that's what I did ask for this time. I was like, I want the beard going straight down the sides, and it's poofed out. That's why I was asking you earlier if you had a comb.
Oh yeah.
Or like, or a brush. Yes, I would like a brush actually.
Oh, where's my brush?
I was like, have we got a comb in the house? And she was like, we've got a brush and we've got a flea comb. I was thinking, I think I'll pass on the flea comb, but unless it's clean. Is it clean?
Yeah, of course it's clean.
Yeah, I don't mind using it if it's clean.
Okay.
See if I've got any fleas. Oh dear, funny.
Oh, actually, I've got a knit comb.
Oh, okay.
Which
Anything that will just
we've
comb
never
it.
had knits. The boys have never had knits,
No.
so it's never been used. There you go.
Let's just see if it's. I can't use the thinnest. Oh, that is nice.
Yeah.
That actually feels really nice.
Knits are horrible.
Oh my god, that is lovely. We might have to take 5 on the stream so I can just sit here and do this with a
ASMR
coffee.
with it. See if we can
That's just weird. Hear the crispiness of my beard. If anyone's just joined, by the way, like, just you're gonna have to wait a sec. This is lovely. This is so lovely. Okay, no, we're good. The comb is still flawlessly clean.
Dan's new thing.
Yeah, literally. Like, what are we gonna do with this design? Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it gets really long, then I can just kind of like twizzle it around my finger and try to look intelligent, like I'm thinking deeply about something. Our ginger Viking. Beard SMR. Hey Hutton, how you doing? Oh, I'm kind of liking this one on the right. This one definitely has like a little bit more organization to it because you're lining things up on the left and the right. Oh, I don't know. This is really difficult, actually.
What's the difference between the middle one and the end one?
There isn't a middle one. There's 4.
Or the 2 end ones?
These ones on the right.
Yeah. Is it just that the bottom part's like?
So so the 20 years is aligned to the left, and the 30 days is aligned to the right on this one here.
Oh, yeah.
This one, everything's central.
I didn't see it.
But then if I pull out these two, these are probably my favorites. I feel like the one on the left is easier to read at a glance. I feel like this one, do you know what I mean? The hierarchy feels a bit weird. You're not going to read it as 20 years of. A lot of people would go 20 design 30 because it's so bold and prominent. Whereas I kind of want people to go left to right. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Heather says I like the last 2. 4th wins for me. Last one. Maybe I'm talking absolute rubbish.
That is the last one, isn't it?
Yeah, this one. I'm just thinking if people are seeing it for like literally a matter of seconds and you want them to stop. 2nd and 4th ones. Yeah, okay, that was the ones I picked as well. I wonder actually. I wonder if I could make this bigger. And I also wonder if I've buggered it up by including the lighter weight. If I've kind of interrupted the flow a little bit because the weight's different. You know, I want people to still read that as 20 years of. This could be quite cool. And the 20 the same size as design. And then we line up the 2 and the D. We line up the F and the N. And then this sits centrally at the bottom. Or it could sit on the right or the left. It kind of works anywhere, really. There we go. We'll get the N lined up there. And so it still looks central, kind of on that angle. Although the F, okay, again, more optical alignment. The F, this is a weird one. Good example, actually. With this one here, with this lined up, the F looks like it's hanging over the end. Okay, so I'll scale it down. So it lines up with this part of the F. So technically it's aligned, but then it doesn't look like it's far enough. So you have to kind of go somewhere in the middle between both of them for it to actually look correct almost. And I can kind of line that up there as well, which is a nice little bonus. I'll line you up. Beautiful. And here, okay, I want to keep the sizing consistent, but I don't want to move this over. So what I'm going to do for both of these, I'm going to increase the tracking. That is the spacing. What are you giggling at? Between the letters as a whole. So now I've bumped the tracking up to 15. They're spaced a little bit further apart. That solves my problem up here. And down here, it's totally fine. I think that looks pretty cool. Pinky one says none. Boring. Well, if it's boring, you do have the right to sod off. You could also always go and watch like a Fortnite stream or something. You're right, I am feeling sassy today. Centre looks good. I take it back. I can't make up my mind. Do you like that, Ian? Man, I was watching a completely different part of the stream without noticing. Oh no. Could you tell us the name of the font, please? The font is Bebas Nui, however you say it, Pro. Didn't even know there was a Pro version until like, I don't know, a week or two ago. That's what my client said. Bold the 30 maybe. Yeah, possibly. It just gets a little bit too fontastic then. Yeah, I didn't even know there was a Pro version. Like if we go back to yeah, this one. Is there a slightly in between weight? Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that's better. Just a little bit more in between because at a small size, I want people to be able to see it. I think that's it. That's the one. Let's go with that. I'll probably change my mind in 5 seconds, but we've got 17 other versions there that we can use. Okay, 20 years of design in 30 days. Now I've got to actually use my brain to come up with some words. What are we going to put? Central alignment. Okay, what the heck am I going to write? 20 years of design in 30 days. I mean, do we just have that? Because I want to get people to click to go to the landing page. The landing page, if I could find it, does explain things. In fact, if anyone's just joined and you're wondering what on earth this is, the page is here. So it's 30 days of free emails with design tips. So this is the page. Boost your skills and creativity. Yeah, so I guess we could have that as the text. Or we could change it and say something like, become a better designer in 30 days. Become a better designer. Although we've already got the 30 days bit. Become a better designer with tricks, tips, and practical advice. Maybe something like that. Does that sound appealing? Boost your skills and creativity with 30 days of tricks, tips, and practical advice. We're repeating the 30 days a little bit. I don't know if that's a bit too much. Repeating the headline of where they're going, maybe. Can you just send the last line to the second one on the top row? Oh, what, like over there? You could do, yeah, and I might do. You could, with this layout, kind of go either way with it, to be honest. Josephine Sands. Bump up the weight of the in 30 days whole text line. Yeah, I just don't want them to be too close together. The next one up is exactly the same. Boost your skills and creativity. With professional tricks, tips, and practical advice. Does that sound exciting or does that sound boring? I should probably get ChatGPT to write something. Boost your skills and creativity. Yeah, I like the one with the different font weight better, says Adrian. Looks sweet. Love to see your process. Awesome. Yeah, try not to repeat information. Industry secrets. Nice. Bidava said that. Okay. To me, it sounds better. Tips, tricks, and practical advice. Industry, professional industry, maybe industry actually. Industry secrets, shortcuts or tips. Shortcuts, secrets, hacks. Hacks always seems to be a popular one in terms of YouTube videos. Design hacks. Yeah, industry secrets, design hacks, and practical advice. Design magic. Sounds a bit too artificial. Dilsham, what would you put? How would you make it less artificial? Do you mean like it needs more personality? Less of a kind of robotic. Yeah. How would I say that in my ridiculous way with my ridiculous mouth? Could write it in Somerset. Can you let me see the text left aligned? We're all going to start fighting over the alignment, aren't we? I got a feeling it's going to end up on the right, but...
To the left, to the left.
I'm
just singing a song.
You singing, eh? Prize is a Dansky signed certificate and that British pebble. I read that as the British people then. Congrats, you win. You get Britain. Boost your skills and creativity. What about something like... let's get you up to speed with industry secrets, design hacks, and practical advice. I mean, we could play around with the wording. We'll put a pin in that one for now. I was just trying to write something a bit more human, like speaking like how a human would.
I'm only human.
Yeah. Elevate. Yeah, I think I do prefer that word. Not a fan of boost. Elevate your skills and creativity with industry secrets, design hacks. I mean, that does sound pretty cool. I can reword that. But let's get onto the design bits. I've actually got some pictures. I don't know if these are going to work or not. They might do. Where are they? These are some photos that I took the other day in the studio. Just, I think I took them. I was in there recording some stuff for the course trailers, and I thought, oh, I'll snap a few pictures while I'm here. Maybe I'll use them on the promotional pages and stuff. This one came out quite well. That's the other desk with Wolfie Boy. And then that's kind of a shot from the microphone. So I don't know, maybe this one. The colours are nice. You like that one, yeah? Might be too playful. Okay. Unlock your creativity with Pro Secrets, Genius Hacks, and game-changing tips. Yeah, unlock creativity with Pro Secrets, design hacks. Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste that. If you don't mind, we'll pop that on the side as well. Otherwise, I will forget. Yeah. Elevate and unlock are both amazing words. Unlock your creativity with Pro Secrets. Yeah. I like them both. We can switch those out. But let's get on with the design. So I did have one idea about the laptop, this text being on the laptop screen. So I'm just going to try it. Try mocking it up. Oh, maybe this one actually could look quite nice as well. Oh, I wonder if I should do this in Photoshop. I've got a document set up. If I need to, I can actually paste in the text I've been working on as layers. And it should bring it in as editable text. Touch wood. Yeah, there we go. Also, random question. Has anyone seen the movie The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo? And has anyone seen the sequels as well? Or are they sequels? Do they have Daniel Craig and the main actress in them? Or is it totally separate? We started watching the first one last night, and it's a bloody good film. So good.
It's very good. It's very good.
It's very good. Wish I watched it years ago.
I watched it years ago.
Watched the first one, so good, yeah. Whoops. Oh, we've just skewed that out of shape. Yeah, I mean, this one looks like you've just changed the oil on the tats. I mean, it's a cool photo. Oh, wow. I wasn't going to... That sits quite nicely, actually. I could do something cool with it as well and have like something coming out, like a big... I think I added like a blast of light coming out, but I could accentuate that even more and have it shining up to the text. And if I had it halfway up, I can move the text higher up here, have the descriptive text below, and then have the graphic in the middle. That could work. Oh, I like it when a plan comes together.
Jimmy Sandwiches says great movies.
Say again?
Jimmy Sandwiches says great movies. I wonder if he's seen the other ones.
Yeah, is Daniel Craig in the other ones as well? Because I like Daniel Craig. Right, I'm gonna.
Bye, Benjamin.
Oh, catch you later, Benjamin. Things are looking really cool so far. Have a great rest of your day. You too, man. Right, I'm gonna try a bit of generative expand here. This is one of the uses of AI that I flippin' love, that makes my life just so much easier. No prompts, just generate and it will fill in the background. It's kind of like content aware fill, but just actually better. This is how I stumble upon most ideas for my designs. Accidental design, absolutely. 30 days needs to be left. Yeah, I think whether the 30 days is on the left or on the right. Pinky, I thought you were finding this boring. You're still here. What's going on? Make sure you like the video as well. Whether it's on the left or the right, I think, or the center, I think that can change. Same with elevator on lock. 6 to 7 characters. We don't need to worry too much about that. That's the easy bit. The design itself, I want to get that looking good. Otherwise, this stream's going to be about copywriting. Gotta go too. Love you guys. Catch you later. Dilshan, no. Catch you later, man.
Bye.
Nice. Oh, that generative thingamadoodah has done a pretty decent job. I'm going to distort it a little bit just because I want the bottom of the tablet to kind of run parallel to the text before it's kind of tilted up a bit. Yeah, there we go. I'm just trying to think what else I would need on that graphic. On Instagram, at least, there would be like a sign up now button underneath part of that. So okay, we'll do a V1 as well. Oh, that does look pretty cool. Oh no, I've got so many ideas now. I'm going to take that image there. We're going to paste that. In here. We've not even done a lot of work with color yet. We could use color to pull out some of these numbers and words as well. We could even have a bit of the text kind of just going behind the hand, which would give it like a nice bit of depth. All right. Let's brush this in. Nice bit of softness there, just so it looks realistic. And Jimmy, yeah, I love AI Gen Fill. It's very useful, isn't it? Take one potty break and now there's a hand. I was just wondering if this looks kind of cool. You've got like a little bit of Inception-y-ness going on here. It could look a bit too much. Let's paste it in and find out. Oh man, that could work quite well as well. Nice. Lines up pretty much almost perfectly. Get that totally straight there. So the title could go there and then the subtext. Yeah, I think the image itself is doing a lot of the heavy lifting here for sure. Yeah, I actually like doing a lot of brushing manually. You can use various tools and things to select and blah, 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 but I find that actually brushing, and this is something that I'm going to cover a lot in the Photoshop masterclass. That wasn't intentional. These are genuine points that I'm making. Remember, I'm crap at marketing. I'm getting better. But there's one. Okay, so there's one thing in the Photoshop masterclass that is especially exciting, and I got to credit Moosh for me and her kind of developing this idea together. And that is this. There's going to be something like a training room, like a dojo, think of it like that. And it's going to be a PSD file with lots of different objects in. And I can show you actually. Where is it? It's going to have lots of different objects, lots of different scenes. And it's just, this is going to be the place where you hone your retouching skills and compositing, where you kind of blend different images together, but specifically lighting and shadows. This is something that I've seen kind of a lot of people get slightly off when doing retouching, and I get it off as well sometimes too. And I've developed this, or I am developing this, but the reason I bring this up is because I like doing a lot of this manually. There's tricks you can use to add shadows and things. So you kind of start with, we've got Woody here in the basic dojo style room, but there's outdoors and other kind of scenes, other objects, and it will be a chance to practice kind of, okay, how do you add the shadows realistically from the front when the kind of windows in front? What about if the window's on the right? Okay, how do you adapt that? But a lot of the shadows here, these were all brushed in manually using specific brushes and settings to get something that looks realistic. So back to what you were saying, Afif, I like doing a lot of brushwork manually, even if it's just brushing around my hand to kind of mask out letters, because I think when you do it, sometimes just doing it manually, it takes a bit longer, but it's I find it more fun. I love brushing and sketching on the tablet or the display, whatever. I love doing that. It actually feels nice to do. But also I think you can get a better result doing it. Not for everything, and it's a bit slower, so it's not always the most practical if you're kind of tight for time, but yeah, you get some pretty banging results. Looks mint, Dan. Awesome. Another episode of Will It Load? Is that burn and dodge? No, it's not. It is not burn and dodge. You can burn and dodge is something that I do cover in Photoshop First Class, so that's the course that's already out. Don't bother with these tools, dodge, burn, and sponge. You're working destructively there, so you are going to permanently dodge, which is kind of adding highlights, burn, which is shadows, and spongel, which is just utterly useless. You are going to be working very permanently. So there is a lesson on dodge and burn, but it's using masks and blending modes, so you're not working destructively. Right, I think this text down here looks a bit poop. It's not looking great. And we gotta fix that. There we go. I wonder if I feel like the angle of the laptop and the italic text looks a bit weird. Like I feel like this needs to be in the middle, but then the hand's in the way. Unless I were to move it like this, get rid of my hairy arm and my tattoos, we'll generative fill over here, and then the text can sit in the middle. What am I doing? Generative fill. Burn and dodge sounds like a British cartoon about troubled dogs. That's very specific. Dodge and burn. There we go. We'll just extend the window that doesn't actually exist. Yeah, it feels like it needs something on the left then, which and I kind of want that as editable text. This is quite a good chance to actually pop in like a splash of color as well. I was thinking of adding in like a pink, but I feel like it will just blend in and get lost with everything else. So I might go with me Dansky orange. See how that looks, which will definitely stand out against everything else. We've got like smart objects inside smart objects here, so this is kind of very multi-layered. So I've got to save one and then save the next one and just keep saving down, unfortunately. Yeah, you can use those tools destructively, Jimmy, but the dodge and burn technique that I would typically use would have different blending modes set for dodge and burn, and then you would do it with the regular brush tool. So effectively you're doing the same thing. You're still dodging and burning, but you're not actually using these tools. You're using the brush tool with a layer mask, just so that layer masks, of course, aren't destructive at all. Why? Oh, that looks weird. Yeah, it's gonna have to fill the space a bit more. It's annoying because every time I save, it has to like think about it. Right, we'll zoom out and just check how that looks. Hello, I'm from Bangladesh. Welcome. Christian says, great job. You're an inspiration. Thanks for everything. Hello from Mexico. Hey, Christian from Mexico. That is very kind of you. Thank you very much. I do my best. Center it between the hand and the left edge. That would put the text on the first horizontal axes in the rule of thirds 2. Yeah, is this what you meant? Yeah, like this. Okay. Can we add software emojis on top of the keyboard keys? Bit of a sharp angle, but you could personally if you want to. It helps that when I took this photo as well, the depth of field was very shallow, so you can see that this part of the screen, kind of around here, is mostly in focus, and then as it goes further away it gets more out of focus, so really blurred around here and these areas, and especially up here as well. So it does kind of put the laptop in focus. It would be nice if this area was more in focus, but I'm no photographer, so this is what I got to work with. Oh no. Oh, hang on. Wait, what is it? Is that layer 1? Oh no, sometimes this happens. You get like a break in the layers. Something goes wrong. Okay, hang on. We'll stick that into layer 1. Original. Yeah, with those multiple smart objects, it's almost like the the chain of command gets broken and you've got to reopen them from the beginning. There we go. What else should I include on this? And should I make this bigger so the text is a bit more prominent, perhaps? You all right there, puppy?
Oh, I'm falling asleep.
You falling asleep, are you? Oh, bless you. Bless you. Bless your cottons. You're just a wee lamb, aren't you? Right, guys, welcome to Designing Life with Dansky. Scottish edition.
Scotsky.
Hey?
Scotsky.
Welcome to Scotsky. Big bearded ginger bastard, eh? Do you want attention? Is that what it is? You just want some attention, don't you?
I was falling asleep at the desk until the door went.
Moosh likes that. Scotsky!
Scotsky.
Get me some haggis and my bagpipes. That almost went into Welsh, bad Welsh then. My Scottish always goes into bad Welsh. You can do Welsh, can't you? And you can do Australian really well.
Welsh.
You can do Australian really well. I can't do that. It's awful.
No.
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 G'day, mate. Shrimp on the barbie, eh? That's drifting back into Scottish. Shrimp on the barbie. Oh dear. What is this stream? What type of prompts are you writing for Illustrator? Brother Scotsky. Can you just calm down over there? Jesus.
It feels so much better when you yawn and make noise.
Sorry?
It just feels so much better when you yawn to make a lot of noise.
Does it? No, see, I yawned just then. You need to... No, you need to control yourself. You need to just calm it down.
Where's your iron brew?
It's your iron brew, mate.
Iron brew's really nice, actually.
You made me yawn too. Ha! We passed it through the screen. Have a yawn. That accent is great. Excellent. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here all day. I'm not actually. When are we? When's?
We need to go quite soon.
What time?
Not soon.
What
but
time's football?
soon.
5.
Yeah, so we need to leave here
10 to 5, yeah. Okay, about half an hour. So I'm in pajamas right now, so I always stream in pajamas.
20 minutes then.
All right, yeah. Take me 10 minutes to get out of the pajamas.
Yeah.
Right, this text looks rubbish. This text at the bottom, it looks very uninspiring and totally boring. So I need to do something with that. What was version 1 actually? I mean, I do have other designs I could put on the screen, something a bit more contrasting. So, oh, can I turn that off? Have I got this layered? I think I have. Yes. This thumbnail's in the Photoshop course, by the way. Whoa. Glass, depth, balls. In fact, this YouTube thumbnail, this video absolutely blew up. It's on the channel now. It's called something glass morphism in Illustrator, and it flipping exploded. So I was like, right, this is an absolutely, technically quite a cool and complex thumbnail as well. It looks simple, but to get the result looking decent, it's those little details. So that's why I've included that in the course. I think I said yesterday, like, one of the main drivers behind the course was like, what is the best stuff have made or could teach? Okay, put that in. Just teach that. You know, if it's not in the course, if the course, if the new courses aren't advanced enough for you, I ain't your guy. Simple as that. It's the best of what I can do with the software. So if you've ever looked at my work and gone, oh, that's cool, I wish I could make that, then chances are you're probably going to learn it. Yawning tips. Oh, the saving process is a little bit tedious. Oh, that's going to look cool. Something else I was thinking was actually having the text kind of coming out of the screen, just to give the whole thing even more depth. I think as well, maybe for the 20 years, I've got a really nice gradient preset somewhere. Ooh, yeah, that one. Reverse. Oh, that looks quite nice. Yeah, I'm going to have to manually tinker with the tracking. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Just to kind of get that gradient flowing through those two words. And I want it on 60 degrees. Oh, I just love gradient. It's just a little bit more interesting than solid color, I think. Can you make the word Jorka for a logo? Not right now. Hello, Dan, I'm really late. Sorry. Hey, don't you worry.
Bad student.
Hey?
Bad student.
Bad student. Was it Rianne that said that yesterday? Yeah. That was funny, that was. We need a stick. We could like shake the stick at bad student. I remember once when we were in college, like a bunch of us had a picnic in the park at lunch, and we all turned up late for a drawing class by about 20 minutes. Obviously quite insulting to the teacher drawing. Darren, I think his name was. We all turned up late and we were kind of laughing and that. And as soon as we sat down, he basically sent us all out of the class and was like, you turn up late to my lesson? No, get out. But then we were like, great, we can go home. Last lesson of the day.
True, yeah.
I don't want to sit through a drawing class anyway. Bloody life drawing and any of that crap. That's not graphic design. I don't want to sit here and do that. Like, I learned a chunk of stuff on that course, but I gotta be honest, most of what I learned myself.
Which is a great way to segue into your course.
Hey, la la la. Marketing genius over here.
You don't need to go to school. Go to Dansky school.
What accent's that?
I don't know.
You don't need to go to school. Come to dancing school over here. We take good care of you. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a nice mug you got there.
It's a great mug, yeah. Oh, you want me to show it off, don't you? Poppy got me a mug today, a Scorpio mug, my astrological sign.
Beautiful.
What are you over there? You
Sagittarius.
dirty Sagittarius.
Okay. Fantastic.
We got any Scorpios on the stream? If you're into astrology or anything.
Need a raise.
Hang on.
My Sagittarius one.
Hang on. We're having a mug off.
Where's the camera? You got a camera there.
I'm a little scorpion. I don't know why there's a pair of lips. Yeah, the camera's on the side there.
This is my one because I'm a Sagittarius. The best sign of them all.
What are you, like a centaur archer thing? I bet you can't even shoot that bow.
Go to Eleanor Boa.
Yeah, well,
No,
I got pincers.
I'm half horse.
Oh yeah, we don't just do Scottish, we do horses and animals here as well. Oh, goodness me. Poppy needs a race.
I do.
Oh yeah, I wish that part of the image wasn't as out of focus. I might have to manually try and sharpen that up.
Oh, there's another Scorpio. Any Sagittarius? What is your star signs?
Eee. Nice. This is looking bloody cool. I'm usually very critical of like everything I do, but this is looking cool. Now I'm gonna oh, okay. So yeah, so because the photo starts in focus here, and by the time you get to this point in the laptop, it's out of focus already. I've had to like add a gradual blur from the left side to the right side. Now at the moment I've got it so it's realistic, which is fantastic. But it does kind of blur the text out. I wonder if I can remove it just from the screen. I don't think people will notice too much. Like I want this bit down. You see if I make that hard? It looks unrealistic now. So I'm going to keep the blur there, but see if I can remove it from most of this bit. I don't think people are going to notice. I mean, we'll know. And I could blur the text a little bit, but just I want the text to be in focus at least. Yeah, and if I did want to blur the text a tiny bit, because now it looks too sharp. I know, you can't win with this guy, can you? How am I going to do that? Going to go here, duplicate the text. I'll add the blur all the way at this end smart object. So I'm going to go and add the tiniest amount of blur. And these might seem like insignificant details, but this is the way I work. I work at this very granular level, and these little details add up. Yeah, so it just kind of makes it less crisp. Yeah, I think the noise and the frosting effect is probably a bit much for glass. I could dial that back, but that's like a little detail I'd probably try and finesse at the end. I could make it a little more glassy, yeah. I think I went quite heavy with the noise for this one. In fact, I know why I went heavy with the noise. And that sort of frosting effect is because it's on a thumbnail, and thumbnails are normally so small. So I over exaggerate effects that I use on a thumbnail so they're more visible at that tiny size. That's why it looks so, I mean, it does look a bit awful, this noise texture, but on a thumbnail on your phone, when you're looking at it like zoomed out like this, it actually looks quite nice. It's just when it's up close on a massive display, it looks awful. What about putting your iPad picture on the other monitor? Yeah, I think that's what we had before, wasn't it? Or do you mean the other image? Gemini or a Cancer. Nice, caught the live on my commute on the train. Awesome. Also, just random question. This will probably be a stupid question, so please forgive me. These streams, if I said to you, would you like more of them? Or
No,
is two a week fine? Is doing more streams, is it going to get a bit much? Like, oh god, another stream. That's probably a stupid question, but go away, Dan. I don't want to do any more streams. Stop bloody streaming. Yes, I mean, even saying it out loud, it does sound a bit stupid. Yes. Okay. Yeah, the reflections, I can change that. I've actually accounted for that here. Oh no, I might need a different blending mode. There we go. Hue. Good spot. I nearly forgot that one. Yeah, that was one of the tricky things because it's shot in this very blatantly pink and blue environment. It was like, what am I going to put onto the keyboard? So you kind of want the design from the screen to reflect it a little bit. So there we go. Good spot. More, short, intense. Oh, this text down here is a bit rubbish. Oh. I mean, it's a difficult one. I'm going to do a version 3 actually, because you have descriptive text on an ad. This is kind of cool actually. I might even be able to get these up tonight, which would be fun. Yeah, so the ad could actually be something along the lines of this. And then underneath on Instagram and Facebook, the description will be the bit about elevate your design skills, blah, blah, blah. And then there will be a button that says sign up now. Just trying to get that design bit in the middle. So I'm kind of measuring this, trying to get a bit of balance, and then top and bottom as well. So that's another option, version 3. I'll leave the text off the design. Quick tip there, you can drag blending options effects and duplicate them onto other layers by holding Alt or Option, then clicking and dragging afterwards. Almost at 1 million subs. I think you'll hit it this year. Do you know, I think we might as well. We're going, oh, yeah, Pops, do you want to share the TikTok as well? I got a TikTok that I set up today as well. There's someone on there actually impersonating me at the moment, but I've set up an official one. The TikTok's going to be more kind of like Instagram. I'm going to post more of my work, some of the stuff that is just sat on my hard drive that I think people would be interested to see, a bit more of the process, and then some tutorials, short bite-sized videos as well. So those kind of shorter form content, that's going to go out to TikTok and Instagram. So if that is the platform that you're on, then I will be there in some form.
You've got lots of videos lined up. Lots of videos lined up.
Yeah, literally got lots of videos, loads actually.
Oh yeah, Instagram as well. Instagram at Forever Dansky.
Why is my design not... Oh, it's gone funny again. Ugh. Sometimes the link gets broken. So I've got to... Oh, God. Yeah. I might just have to add it again. What's your Instagram? At Forever Dansky.
I got it. I've already done it.
Oh, yeah. Saludos, Dansky. Hey, Eduardo. Eduardo Garcia. That is a cool name. I like that. Right, let's try and add that gradient again.
We need to go.
We
need to go.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
We need to go.
Oh, right. I'm just bopping along to me Linkin Park here. Oh, this has actually turned out better than I thought. I'm glad I took those photos now. If anyone does want to do the 30 days of design, you can sign up here completely free. It's an email every day for 30 days with just things I've learned over the last 2 decades. So that's kind of what we're designing the graphic for. So things in Illustrator, Photoshop, client work, design in general, portfolio tips, tools, just a whole bunch of random stuff. The emails are pretty short and it's like practical, actionable advice as well. Oh, that looks quite tasty. Flipping out, this has actually worked out really well. I don't want to sound too surprised. Like I do know what I'm doing, but it just, when it all comes together in the space of, what was this? 3 o'clock. Yeah, not even 2 hours. That's pretty magical. I could even actually, I might even do another version that is just that thumbnail, like an extended version, front on. Where's the light coming from? Which light? Cheers, Ian.
Hi.
Hello.
Need to go.
We do. Oh. Hi, I come from Denmark and I love to do graphic design in my spare time. Awesome, Peter. Why are you combing up? You want to comb down?
It makes it bushier.
No, I don't want it to be bushy. I want it to be streamlined and elegant. I want to be elegant, damn it. Oh, there we go. Very nice. Oh, right. We've got to shoot, take the kids to football. Yeah, thank you so much to everyone for joining. It's been an absolute pleasure. What's tomorrow? Thursday. Right. Is anything happening tomorrow? Apart from the afternoon. I'm gonna try and do another one in the morning. So I'm gonna try and do another stream around about 9 o'clock, 9:15 UK time, GMT. So oh yeah, I see what you mean with the shadow. Yeah, you mean the shadow around the graphic. Yeah, that would, I'm just pretending it's on the screen. But then I could lift it off the screen, I suppose. But yeah, if anyone is interested in checking out the new masterclasses or the Ultimate Bundle, the Ultimate Bundle is just basically Photoshop, Illustrator, First Class, and the new masterclasses that are coming out. And, you know, any course that you enroll in comes with iconic shortcuts, which is like if you've already enrolled in one of my courses, you've got it for free. 40 lessons, different icons and things. It's really useful if you are a graphic designer, logo designer, icon designer. And so there's a link to check out the bundle. And I'm going to close out with the trailer because any opportunity to show it off, I absolutely love it. So yeah, you're all absolute legends, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. With this Ultimate Course Bundle, you'll gain the skills I've mastered over 2 decades as a professional designer.